Greetings and salutations, fellow adventurer. Let me tell you about a journey I went on last weekend. I traveled to Craiglorn to meet my guildmates from School of Squids. Fabulous guild, I must say, and so incredibly organized and elite, you wouldn't believe it. And truth be told, you probably shouldn't, but I digress. As I went through the doors of the Aetherian Archive, I noticed something unusual. It appeared there was a sale of Senche-Raht restoration staffs, and everyone decided to purchase one. As we went through the first set of beautifully crafted gates, we saw a wonderful library. My heart leaped at the sight. My fellow guildmates happily explored the various tombs and scrolls, learning new skills and exploring Tamriel's vast lore. Until we suddenly encountered flame atronachs. They did not seem to heed the rules and started to attack us, but there was no magical sprinkler system, no smoke alarm, not even a single bucket of water. In no time was I set on fire myself. This was not the warm welcome we expected. We had burning questions. Assessing the situation swiftly and expertly as newly ordained healers, we concluded that this must be the work of a rare, extra-dimensional parasite causing it all. This magical parasite was clearly to blame for these creatures to go rabid. Our first piece of evidence was when one of our guildmates showed distinct signs of zombification. Or maybe he was just drunk. Hard to tell with this one. Next, we leaped off rocks and boulders, searching for a remedy. It appeared hopeless. I bravely led my fellow guildmates and looked around and decided to support from afar.
We interrupt this story for breaking news. A group of clueless adventurers, finding themselves outside the Aetherian Archive, decide to run from beneficial magic. They are currently attempting to heal the lightning storm Atronach to death. Can you believe it? Oh, and it appears they are successful. Who would have guessed it? And now, back to our story.
We knew that many struggles were ahead. The Bennett custodian blamed us and tried to intervene. No matter what though, we were set to investigate the strange disease causing parasite further. Nothing can stop a squid once their mind is made up. At least that's what we thought, while casting our spells and summoning flying dinosaurs, we came upon this event.
Breaking news. Again. It appears that the leader of the group of 12 healers decided to ignore the very convenient portal stones and jump over the cliff instead. Is this a sign of this so-called parasitic disease, or just silly shenanigans?
I booped the stone thing on the nose to assess its current medical condition, of course. And it threw up on me. We all sprang immediately into action. We gave everything we had, trying out the new spells we've learned, applied tinctures and salves. I even think one of my mates threw a jar of fresh leeches at a patient. But alas, our well-intended mending yielded no result. Rather contrary, the stone Atronach became quite enraged and decided it was time to throw stones at us. And not little stones either. It obviously had a fever. No wonder it was so grumpy. It must have felt horribly. We decided that the best medicine for it was to take a long nap.
Hi, if you want to join the really cool guild of School of Squids, follow the Discord link at the end of this video.
Next, we tried to help a lost lady in sleepwear to find her way home. Turns out she was also infected, and her confusion was manifested in a rather unusual symptom. With much compassion did we try to help her stay calm and relaxed, and we tended to all of her different aspects. Unfortunately, some of our newbie healers forgot to bring protective gaunts and goggles, and when she sneezed quite violently, were taken by surprise. We tried our best. We did not give up. We celebrated with impromptu fireworks. After having gathered much valuable information and some blood samples, we decided to track down the parasite's origin. Although we asked nicely, the library's custodians had decided that it was time for us to leave. While we were trying to convince them of our honorable and important mission using sweet rolls and extra hugs, new information was provided to our healing team. A large parasite had claimed Cloudrest as its new home, and we had no time to lose to investigate the situation further. But as we prepared to leave, a very large purple sparkling mage decided that we needed to provide a complete health assessment. We tried to explain that we had just begun our healing career an hour ago, but she would not listen. Our first attempt to provide a vaccination via injection in her buttocks was violently rejected. She would not still, no matter how hard we tried. We went left, she went right. We went up, she went down. This was the hardest case so far. This proved to be difficult, very difficult. Could 12 healers not help this mage? Would we have to give in to her temper tantrum axis? But like baby phoenixes did we rise, and we were even more committed to our task, our calling. We are Squids. We stand together. We heal together.
And sometimes, squids need to switch to regular weapons together. But go on.
In the end, we learned that determination, compassion, kindness, and a good sense of humor can aid you when adventuring with old and new guildmates. You don't need to be perfect when rescuing Tamriel from evil, parasites, or Daedra. If you are interested in joining our next adventure, please let us know. We are happy to have you.